know everybody's down hearing both sides of the conversation. We are here in the OMI at the IT Bookman Community Center. Today, they're going to have their funders briefing, community meeting about the state of IT Bookman. So, as you all can see, they're about to get ready to get started. So, just wanted to give you guys an opening so you know what's going on. Very important meeting. We have community assets that impact our community. Definitely want to keep the community informed of what's going on. The funders are here, the community is here, and they're going to give an outlook of what's going on. As you all know, the IT Bookman is a pillar of serving our community, our elders of the community, as well as a lot of other community centers. So just very, very important meeting, and very important for our community. So we want to make sure that we're here live and that community can get an update of what's going on. So we'll start moving in closer. They're still kind of setting up, getting ready. But they gave me the cue, they was ready. So we're going to get ready, and I'm going to try to move everybody a little bit closer to the stage so that you all can hear what's going on and that you get an opportunity to hear the state of this pillar of our community. Again, they serve a lot of our elders in the community here in the OMI, and we just want to make sure that community is aware of what's going on, the funders, and what's taking place. So I'm going to move us a little bit closer as they're going to get started, and they'll be talking about the state of IT books. Like you can see, a lot of community folks are here, seniors, elders that are part of the programming here. They would like to hear what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and just move up a little closer. Less of me, more of them. They're getting set up, and just stay tuned.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone doing this evening? That's good. So we're going to go ahead and start. First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Thaddeus Wiltz. I am the board president. I would like to, before we start, I would like to go over some things about myself and introduce you to me. I'm from San Francisco, grew up in the city. I went to Mission High School. Afterwards, I went to College of Marin. After I went to College of Marin, I got my degree in physical education and health. And then after I started working, life happens. Went to worked at the USS Pampanito, which is a part of the San Francisco Maritime Association. Worked there for 8 years. volunteering. I volunteered all through the city. Volunteered for City Eats, San Francisco Bombers, youth mentor for at-risk youth, also high school students. Did a squire program where we took kids to San Quentin, not to scare them, but just to have them understand what life will be like if you go down the wrong path. Also volunteered for the San Francisco Fire Department toy program, and of course, IT Bookman. How I ended up here, one of my good friends, his name is EJ, Ernest Jones, and everyone that throughout the community knows him. So at the current time, I wasn't working, but I had a lot of free time, and there was a pandemic going on, right? So he told me to come down and help out at the COVID hub. So I decided to come down, spare time, help out, pass out food, information, so on and so forth. And then it brought me to Miss Felicia, who actually, due to my work ethic, I believe, I don't want to toot my own horn, and just my dedication to help throughout the community, she asked me to be on, the board president position opened up, and she asked me to be the president, which I'm honored for you asking me, because learning about, I work for a lot of nonprofit organizations, help volunteer, but actually to learn and be in this position of learning how a nonprofit organization is ran is huge. So I thank you for that opportunity. But enough about me. I would like to get into the staff, funders, partners, and collaborators. First, I don't see, but I would like to give a warm welcome to District Supervisor Asha Safai. I would like to just thank him for all that we do for this community. Also, I'm going to go over for the Board of Directors. Of course, my name is Thaddeus Wilkes, President. Vice President, we have, and Secretary, Zach Deutsch Gross. Our Treasurer, Craig Jones. He's probably around here somewhere. Also, also the Treasurer, Craig Jones. General members, Mr. Leroy Lindo, who's he's not present at the moment, and also Miss Brendia Pierre, who's right here. Also, our last general manager, member, is Tung Nguyen. Now, I would like to give a warm and applaud Miss Felicia Thibodeau, who started. There's times where she calls me, we talk on the phone for hours. She's teaching me, I'm learning, and also signing. And she's been putting a lot of work, a lot of effort into having this, as you can see, this whole building operating in the manner that it is, coming from a position in which it was going to be nearly closed. So I would like to applaud you for your hard work. She's been honored by the mayor, 49ers, like you name it. Miss Felicia Thibodeau, she's been at work, hard at work. So I just want to just commend her. Guys, Community Center, Senior Program Manager, Miss Evelyn Miller-Mack. Senior Program Coordinator, Ying Ying C, also known as Miss Summer. Also from DAS, the Nutrition Service, Nutrition Manager, Angelica Mena. She's back there cooking. Also the Kitchen Coordinator, Terry Foster. Okay, he's not present. Who helps run the facility? Facility Manager, Mr. Michael Perkins. Zong, also known as Frank. Is he around? Okay, see in front. Our conveyance is Rashad Dawson. He's available.
He's conveying.
Oh, he's conveying. Our wellness and COVID-19 service hub, that helps run that department. Wellness service manager, Kenya Washington. And also our wellness coordinator, Brittany Tyson.
They're working.
They're working, as you can see. Okay. Okay, there they are back there. So I would like to get into the funders. The funders, City and County of San Francisco. Department of Adult Services. Department of Public Health. Mayor's Office of Housing and Community Development. Community Action Grants. Office in Economic and Workforce Development. Online, hello. Also, Human Rights Commission. Also would like to acknowledge the Public Health Institute, Together Towards Health, SF Health Foundation, University of California, Community Advisory Committee, Shape Up, Capacity Building, and then our partners and collaborators, OMI Community Collaboration, events, Christmas caroling, Bring the Line, which was great over the Christmas holiday. Our trips so far, senior snow trip to Tahoe, which I seen the pictures, was great. Whoever attended, I'm sure you had a lot of fun. Sorry I couldn't attend. Activities, of course, every first and third Thursdays, correct?
Monday.
Oh, not Thursdays, Monday. Every first and third Monday, we have Monday night jams on Monday, not Thursday, Monday. I&R Senior Luncheon. Also would like to acknowledge Invest Black. Advocacy, Wellness Hub, Health and Disparities. Access to the COVID test, vaccination, education, and outreach. SF Neighborhood Center, Together, Meta. Brown bags delivering to the front door. Also would like to acknowledge the YMCA, African American Holistic Wellness, Lunch and Learn, Info and Referral, Zoom with Seniors, Virtual Program, Info and Referrals, Health and Safety, Fitness, Brain or Physical, Entertainment, Transporting for Outings, Sharp, and of course, Monday Night Jams. I would like to thank everyone for your hard work, support, and donations. Thank you.
Hey, Henry. Hey, Henry.
Yes, dear.
Can you fetch me some water?
There is a hole in the bucket. Liza, Liza. All hole.
Well, fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Well, fix it, dear Henry, fix it.
With what shall I fix it? The line, dear Lila. What shall I fix it, dear Liza? With what?
With some straws, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With some straws, dear Henry, some straws.
The straws are too long, dear Liza. The straws are too long, dear Liza. Too long.
Well, cut them, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Well, cut them,
with what?
With some scissors, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With some scissors, dear Henry, some scissors.
The scissors too dull, dear Liza. The scissors too dull, dear Liza. Too dull.
We'll sharpen them, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. We'll sharpen them, dear Henry, sharpen them.
With what? Dear Liza? With what? Dear Liza? Dear Liza, with what?
With a stone, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a stone, dear Henry, a stone.
The stones too dry, dear Liza. The stones too dry, dear Liza. Too dry.
Well, wet it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Well, wet it, dear Henry, wet it.
With what? With what? Dear Liza, dear Liza, with what?
With some water, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With some water, dear Henry, some water.
There's a hole in the...
That's about as much as you're gonna get out of us about the past of IT Bookman. Every time we came to something, there was still a hole in the bucket. The moral of the story is, when you have a hole in your bucket, you have to fix it. IT Bookman, we have to fix it. Had a huge hole. Don't wanna point fingers, don't wanna talk, because hopefully that's yesteryear. But if you don't fix it, I guarantee you, you'll come right back to the hole in the bucket. And then the lesson that I learned is, in the hole in the bucket, if no one knows how to sharpen the scissors and what it takes, we have to develop leaders. Every person in an agency, from the custodian to the outside to the receptionist, let alone the executive director, plays a role in developing leaders. An agency can only thrive if everyone in there knows everything that's expected of them and the goals that you're trying to achieve. Fix the hole in the bucket. That's what we're hoping to do here at IT Bookman. That's what we hope we've done here at IT Bookman, is fix the hole in the bucket. And that was the cleanest, easiest way, without drawing any blood and giving my firstborn, to paint a picture of our past. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Evelyn. I'm the Director of Program Manager for Senior Services here at IT Bookman. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the programming that we offer here. I'm very proud of what we've accomplished here since we've reopened. We have activities here Monday through Saturday. We've just implemented evening programming. We offer services from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We work really closely with referrals to our partners such as Catholic Charities and ADRC, in case management. But I'm most proud of, well, not most proud, because I'm proud of everything we have accomplished. But we've been very deliberate in including our various cultures, our monolingual and Asian-speaking clients, because as you know, Lakeview has changed. The community has changed, and it's no longer 90% African American. So we have been delivered, we've included programming such as Tai Chi, Mahjong, ESL nutrition for our Cantonese speaking clients. We're now, because we want to also welcome our Hispanic community clients, neighbors, we are going to be offering Hispanic focused activities. We've also, with that said, we've also added a Latin speaking front desk person, staff person here, so that people will be comfortable and see that we are offering, activities geared towards them. So I'm very excited and very proud of that effort, the efforts that we're making to be inclusive, diverse. It's a very deliberate effort, and the feedback that we get from our clients has been wonderful. They're happy. They are always commenting on, how happy they are to be here at IT Bookman because we make them feel so comfortable and included. And so that's a very deliberate effort, and I'm very proud of that fact. So if you have any questions about any of the programming that we have to offer here, I'll be around. Feel free to ask. But we're doing big things here at IT Bookman. This little center does a lot. We cram a lot into this center. And I'm very proud of that effort. The quilt here was made by our quilting class. They're working on another quilting project that will go on that wall that they just finished today. It's very beautiful. This piano here for our choir class was donated by our partner CMC Choir. And we are offering just a ton of new activities geared toward the feedback that we get from our clients have been wonderful on the activities that we offer, and we're constantly trying to improve. So I'm very happy and pleased to be a staff person here at IT Bookman and what we're doing. Thank you.
Hello everybody, sorry for my little mess. We're working in the kitchen. My name is Angelica Mena, and part of the IT Bookman Center. I started ICY last year, and then I moved here, and it has been very grateful that we are, always have been dreaming to work with my community, especially here, and especially African American community here in the United States. So right now I'm part of the nutrition program. I'm the nutrition manager, and we're waiting, hoping to expand our services for our seniors, Hispanic, Asian, everything. We definitely are looking for diversity in our center, and we are very excited. A short speaker, and also I want to say thank you so much to Ms. Felicia for giving me this opportunity as a head chef manager in this center, which is very important for me. And that's all. Thank you, everybody.
I'm gonna fill in some of the gaps. On our monthly menu, what I'm most proud of is our food is quality, made with all fresh fruits and veggies every day, not a whole lot. You heard me say, not a whole lot freshly frozen or frozen fresh. But what we like about our menu is on Mondays, it's a chef special. Because our chefs cater, sometimes they may be catering 20 briskets. So let me grab 3 and grab them in, and so we'll have some smoked or barbecued meats. On Tuesday, it's Latin infused, including our Latinx community. On Wednesdays, it's soul food. On Thursdays, it's Asian infused. That's your teriyaki chicken, your fried rices, in order to be inclusive of our Asian community. And on Friday, typically in the African American community, it's seafood. And we only have fried fish once a month, so it's baked or blackened or things. So that's, to me, how we inject inclusivity, by making sure the menu is representative of those that we serve and not just talk about it. So I wanted to bring that up because that's a key point, and fresh. Great.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing?
Everybody doubles in this agency. The executive director will have the toilet brush in her hand. The outreach specialist put the hairnet on. The custodian grabbed the keys and drive. We all have 9 jobs.
At the end of the day, we just do what needs to be done. It's simple, it's real simple. Hello, everybody. My name is Brittany Tyson. I am community engagement over COVID services. I will have some of these for your folks that don't already have. I believe that most of the people in here probably should already have this, but if you don't, I'll leave some for you. This is our hub information, and this is one of our strategies that we have done for outreach. So we made a door hanger. Even though it gets so windy over here, they be on the ground. You done did 4 blocks and then come back to pick the things up again, but it's okay. This is what Lakeview, this is what's going on here. So this is our hours, days. A lot of, as you all know, a lot of things have been changing throughout the city. It's gonna always change. It's just about us adapting and, keeping it up, keeping the work. So we definitely worked through a pandemic. I actually started out as a volunteer. I was at USF, working in the kitchen with the Jesuits, and I was a volunteer. I came to 50 Broad for 1 day a week, and then I ended up getting this job that I have now. So I started off, it was testing. We didn't even have no vaccines. This is before we had vaccines. So I'm so happy because this community has been so grateful for everything that we do and everything that they come here for everything. Like, I need help pulling my groceries up the street. Like, they come here for everything. So it's beyond COVID. It's beyond food. It's just, this is a place where folks come to where they know they can come, and they can come and we're gonna figure it out one way or another. And this lady right here, she's so much of my great mentor. Even though, let me tell you, this lady will, woo, Lord Jesus. She does not do any plan, and I respect that about her because it teaches me to be better. And that's what she promotes to us, to be better. So we have done pop-ups throughout the city. We've been on Ocean Street. Every event, we try to bring vaccines to the people. Just, sometimes it's what I've learned just being in the, out in the community is that they think that it's harder than what it is, and it's not that hard. So by us being able to be there for them, it make it easier. I had a person that they were like, oh, well, I wasn't even getting vaccinated, but it was right here. It was right here. Like, you eat at McDonald's, get vaccinated. We pop up at McDonald's, all the community events. So right now they did open up eligibility for 6 months and up. So we have Pfizer and Moderna. The babies 6 months through 4 years old, you can either do Pfizer or Moderna. And under a certain age, they get their shot in their leg. So the city, what we've been working with is, so when we do children of that age, it's all babies, like no adult vaccine. But if we don't offer it, we always send them places where it is available, if it's not available when here. So yes, that's pretty much it. And if there's testing all on this wall, if you need any information on this wall to the left, that whole wall is vaccine or testing. We have information throughout the city. And one thing that I'm so happy about us is that if we don't offer it, we always send them somewhere where they can get what they need, because what I've learned is people plan their vaccination around their life. You know, and it's serious, and they be really serious. So I'm very, very happy about that, and thank God that we were able to get extended through the year, because this community, it's no hospitals, it's barely a grocery store around here, and I'm not even from here. But what I've learned is it's really a hospital desert for real. Like and that's why they come here for everything. So our goal is to look beyond COVID. There's so many things that COVID had us just pause. Ain't nobody going to the dentist, going to get, taking care of other things about our bodies. So hopefully we'll end this and begin something else. And that's our goal. So thank y'all.
We have every vaccination for every age group, whether it's Moderna, Pfizer, from 0 to 200. Because I have seniors who are over 100, so I couldn't say 0 to 99. And Monday through Thursday, when we are not a vaccine, we field almost 200 calls a day about where can I get my baby vaxxed, when is the vax gonna come out, what's going on with the surge. Our front desk, I have to constantly go into the community and hire community ambassadors to make sure that we have someone answering our phone. If not, I end up with 200 messages because I'm nosy, so every message that gets left at the front door also goes to my email, which speaks to why I got 7,000 unopened emails, but I'll make sure I open up the right ones. I'm gonna take that feature off, but I wanted to be accountable because we said hotline to make sure. So I kind of skimmed through. Most people have already gotten registered or scheduled for vaccine, or they got the information. A key point, we take the mayor's health orders that sometimes are 6, 7, 8 pages, and we make a 1-page 10 bullets so that our seniors in large print without a lot of fancy schmancy, so that our seniors could get right to the message. And what I wanted to hit home is our message hasn't changed since March 17th of 2019. Maintain some distance, wear your mask, sanitize, and we still contact trace. And we were very successful in slowing the spread in the Lakeview OMI, and the clients that I serve, I won't say in the whole community, but the clients that we serve, which we've touched more than 397 seniors on a day-to-day basis. I can't even tell you the number with the hub connected to COVID-19. And we didn't lose any seniors to COVID because our message didn't change. We the same today as we were the day when the mayor said shelter in place. We just stayed the course. And at our center, we're still only operating at 50% capacity, which is why I wouldn't allow more than 75, because our capacity is 148. Although we are still in close proximity, those are the things that we can do to exercise, trying to meet and meet COVID and to protect our vulnerable population. So I need to get that in there. Thank you. Secondly, around COVID, we're no longer really considering ourselves as a COVID hub, but a wellness hub, in order to begin to look at the other health disparities, chronic illness, because a lot of people have not gone to the doctors, haven't had their mammograms, their pap smears, their annual exams. They haven't even, some people haven't even had their blood pressure checked and read. So we're trying to bring in partners to start looking beyond COVID and how we're going to get back to our new norm of health and wellness through our centers. So that's very important, because we could beat COVID and then die from cancer or die from all these other things. And we all know that early detection is the key. So that's the point of that. Mr. Tom? We were going to show a video. I'm not going to show the video because I needed to do Zoom, because we have a lot of people who were not able to come to ask me to do a Zoom, and the video was on there. So immediately following the event, for those who are still here, we will play our video to talk about the different accomplishments that we did this year. And because Mr. Tung is going to just refer to a video, I'm going to help him if he needs some help.
I always need help from you, Felicia. Well, first of all, I want to say my name is Tung. I work over at UCSF, and I was so honored when Felicia asked me to serve on the board of directors. One of the reasons why I was so honored to do it was that I work with Felicia a little bit in UCSF when she does some advisory work for our trainees. And when I learned about what all they have to go through to provide the services to their older adult clients during the pandemic, I was just amazed. Because I think you all know that when you work in the community, and like I said, community members come and ask you for something, whether or not it's part of your job or not, you feel like the obligation to go do something. And I think with the COVID pandemic, when they couldn't even come to the community center, I mean, Felicia and her team just went to their house. I mean, just imagine, you know, everyone else is being have to shelter in place, we have to get food to them and how to do all that stuff. And so that commitment just made me so happy to serve on this board. And this work that Felicia and the team has been doing has not been recognized. So I'm going to get the chance to talk about a bunch of the awards, right? I haven't seen them all, but they all sound very familiar to me. So the center and Felicia has received the KPIX, that's the TV channel in case you're not paying attention, Jefferson Award. There's some football team called the San Francisco 49ers, and they gave the award the Hometown Hero. Even the mayor got involved. Mayor Bree gave an Unsung Hero award to Bookman. And the word hero comes up a lot, right? Because that's the kind of work that they do, very heroic. The SF Brecken Park MLK Award. The San Francisco Board of Supervisors, Women in History. I think that was probably for you. The Nonprofit of the Year for the Hub in Vaccination Testing from a State Assembly Member, Phil Tain. That's just a nonprofit of the year, right? And then the San Francisco Business and Professional Women's Community Services Award. So I just wanted to go back to the original story of the hole in the bucket. If this is what you're doing with a hole in the bucket, imagine what you can be doing if you actually have the whole thing.
Thank you, Tommy. A lot of these awards saw my face, but I would be remiss. I'm nothing without the staff and the supporting cast and the seniors who come out and the team and my supervisory district, EJ, and Supervisor Safai. You are only as strong as your weakest link, and there are no weakest links in our chain. Sometimes we get tired, but there are no weakest links. So I wanted to publicly acknowledge that because of staff and hard work and volunteers, we've logged more than $500,000 worth of volunteer work connected to our center and to our hub. And that's no small feat from a center 3 years ago that had few people trickling in and a budget of $219,000, so. Zach?
Hey y'all, my name is Zach Dyche-Gross. I have the honor of being the board secretary here at IT Bookman. I'm going to talk a little bit about our board structure and how our board can support the amazing work that's going on in the community center. First, just a little bit about me. I'm born and raised in San Francisco. I grew up in Mission and went to Lowell High School. Through my journey, I went to UC Santa Cruz for my undergrad and got a master's in public policy at UC Berkeley. And throughout my time and currently in my role as the director of community investment at San Francisco Transit Riders, I have had the honor of, in a variety of capacities, helping serve the communities I was a part of. And so when Ms. Felicia asked me to join the board of IT Bookman, it was a no-brainer, because this center does so much to serve the Lakeview OMI community. We've heard it from the awards that Kung just mentioned, the testimonials of the people who come in here for Monday night jams, for brown bags, for vaccines. I was proud to get my booster here at IT Bookman. Really amazing. But just, one day the hall we're sitting in is a vaccine hub, the next day we're dancing, the next day we're giving out brown bags. The tremendous impact that Ms. Felicia and her staff are able to accomplish here, because of all of us, because of all of you, just knows no bounds. And just to reiterate what Tom said, if this is what's happening with a hole in the bucket, imagine what we can accomplish without a hole, with a community, with the staff, with the supervisor united behind our organization and our future. So in the past year, we've worked as a board, some of us, including myself, new on the board, to make sure that we're creating the processes and rules, things like bylaws, that make sure that we are valid with the state of California, but also, like I said, supporting the staff and the important work going on here at the center. So we meet every month on the first Monday of every month. In the pandemic, we've been meeting over Zoom, but we also meet in person because that physical connection to the space, to each other, is really valuable. And we make sure that our board is representative of the diverse community here in Lakeview OMI. So we have folks from First Pilgrim Community Church, from the Lakeview OMI community, making sure that our seniors are represented on our board, to make sure their input is vital in the services we provide. But we are looking for more board members. So if you or someone you know is interested in supporting as our legal person on the board, our media person, or helping in fundraising and development, we would love to have you join our board and continue the important work this community center is doing. So in addition to getting to know each other, to drafting and voting on bylaws, we've also done a lot of important work to make sure that the center is running well. So we approve contracts and MOUs. We have bi-weekly meetings with Ms. Felicia, making sure that expenses and reimbursements are on the books and in the public record. Like I said, we also updated our bylaws to allow for virtual meetings, to vote electronically, and to make sure that we have a minimum number of board members to ensure that we are always accountable to the important work and to our grantors here at IT Bookman. And then finally, we've approved new and updated mission statements, diversity, equity, inclusion statements, and environment statements to make sure that we are living our values and that our values are publicly stated here at IT Bookman. So in your packet, you have our mission statement, our updated DEI statement, and our environmental statement. But I think it's a powerful statement, so I'm just going to end by reading our mission statement, and reading aloud to inspire us and identify why we all are here and what we do this important work. So, Southwest Community Corporation provides quality, enriched, culturally appropriate programming and access to services based in Lakeview, Ocean View, Merced Heights, and Ingleside communities in San Francisco. Our mission is to aid aging adults and adults with disabilities to remain independent, stay in their community, create and maintain social networks, and live a fulfilling life. And if you take away nothing else from tonight, I hope that you will understand how we and especially the staff here at IT Bookman work so hard every day to meet our mission and to continue allowing everyone to live such a fulfilling life. Thank you.
I'm gonna fill in for all those who are not here. But we just wanted to highlight the different collaboratives, partnerships, and task force that we've been a part of, whether it's me sitting on one or me sending some of our team and our COVID Hub partners just connected to IT Bookman. So of course, we're part of the OMI Community Collaborative, and we're very proud of that, not just because they actually give out community action grants, but they are our source of support. OMI NIA, the OMI CPP, Our Kids First, Youth First, ICY, CASE, day in, day out, they're down here helping run the hub and helping to run the center. And they are the backbone to my support as an executive director, and I really appreciate them. Our Invest Black initiative was to develop a list of priorities that address access, equity, and inclusion. And by every lens, that's what we're trying to do. Is this addressing access? Is it addressing diversity, equity, and inclusion? I'm a Black female, so you know I'm really like pouring over it like a lights on. Like, does this really hit the button? Because I don't want to be a projector. I want to be a possessor of the information and the skills that we're seeing. The San Francisco Neighborhood Centers Together, which is advocating for neighborhood centers for older adults and youth. And they also have community action grants sponsored by NetaFund, which I totally appreciate. When we weren't even eligible because of our nonprofit. None of this is secret. I'm very transparent because we've come a long way, and I'm really excited to be announcing that. So it's no longer like, shh, don't tell nobody because I don't want to get stripped of anything, but letting you all know that we're back. We can take donations, and that whole monkey on the back, that part is off, so it's no surprise. I didn't know that coming into this, but we won't even go there. But I soon learned of it, and it was hell digging out 10 years worth of non-compliance issues to fix it, so that we're not only serving, but we can be proud of the work that we do. And that's the main reason why I brought you here, so I could say the same message to everyone and get good information out about our organization. But San Francisco Neighborhood Centers also help development. They send me HR counseling and coaching, and make sure that I can make sure that my team gets sexual harassment and supervisory training at no cost to us. And then they also gave me 20 hours of someone that didn't write a grant for me, because I'm not a grant writer, so I was shaking in my boots, and I was seeing them come across, I'm like, I don't even know where to begin, like, where did he go, George, which way did he go, what did he do? And so I had 20 hours of personal coaching development to create a template for myself that would answer questions. And once I sat down and I could ask questions, and how does this work, and why are they asking this, and what is the point? We now have $1 million worth of funding from just writing grants. So that coaching literally resulted in funding. Before this, I wrote 20 grants and got 0. Since coaching, every grant I'm touching, I'm getting something, even if it's not what I'm asking, and I'm learning how to follow up and ask, why did we not get that, and was there something that I could do to get stronger? Because I want to be better, and I want to be able to serve our community, but that coaching and that development from the San Francisco Neighborhood Centers Together was invaluable. We also set on the Mega Black COVID-19 Task Force so that we may bring a voice to what it is to live in a marginalized community with minimal bus service, no grocery store, no post office. I could go no healthcare providers, like no restaurants. I could go on and on about what this community has endured, but to bring a voice to it and collaborate with other marginalized community of color was very possible. And then how do we look at those collaborations to strengthen our outreach to overcome COVID? So that was very valuable. And then I worked really closely, and in your books, I gave you a copy of the policy brief that we worked on with the UCSF CAD committee, so you could see a copy of that work. And then we also sit on the Black Health Initiative with Brittany Doyle and Dr. Malcolm, again, diving deeper into what do it take to help overcome vaccine hesitancy in our Black community, which we knew it was nothing about what Donald Trump was doing or saying, but it was all about what had already been done to a community of colored people way back before my time, Tuskegee Institute and all these other things, and they're like, they're using us as guinea pigs, and you can use magnets and all of this stuff, and helping to dispel the myth by just saying, oh really, I just got vaccinated, and really putting the magnet on and watching it fall. Just every time we would hear a rumor, be able to open it up, dispel it, and get right to the truth of the matter. And the truth of the matter is that people were afraid. And it's easy to say, I ain't doing it because I ain't putting that shit in my arm and all of this stuff. But the truth was, people were scared. And our young Black men, who's gonna say that they're scared? They were powerful. So being able to dispel the myth, to provide access, and then have several of them join our staff to go back and do focus groups so that we could tell the story of overcoming was huge. And then, of course, the Neighborhood Empowerment Network, the whole hub, that's how we did this. 10 years of training under Daniel Holmesy about working from the community up, letting the community have a voice, how to synthesize, how to read the data, how to pull together, how to use your resources, how to tap into the educational institutions, the small business, the faith-based, day in, day out, Thursday night from 7:30 to 9:30, sleep on the phone. I have to say that when it came time for us to have a response, I already knew what to do because I have been trained in Bayview. When it get hot, do it Bayview style. We installed heat relief centers and cold weather centers. And when I first met AY, Aaron, but how to do it, San Francisco already has the answers. The resilient communities, we're standing up in these communities, and we've been standing up for months and years, and still work together collectively, learning best practices, working with each other, donating to each other. There's no questions. We lived exactly how you're supposed to do it, working from the ground up, building your networks, your resources. I'm not gonna go on and on. Daniel, you the bomb.com. You used to get on my nerves, talking about the men, and now we are the men, the hub, the Lakeview OMI Wellness Hub. We did what you have been training all along. And so I'm really excited that you're here. I know I always say this because I have to respect the work that has already been put in. And I hope that every time you bring you and your family here, it makes you proud knowing where I've learned and how I'm modeling what you have taught me. Thank you. Focusing on a vulnerable population, community preparedness, and neighborhood resource centers, extreme weather, heat, cold, and smoke. We've given out the N95 mask. This is before we became a PPE distribution center. That is why we became a distribution center, because when it was smoky and Orange Monday, we were already open, and when it's 85 degrees, we put out our 0 degrees air conditioners, and we make it cool so that when people are standing outside and it's hot. So we actually implement the strategies that the city talks about and that the whole resilient community model is based on. You don't have to have a full plan. You react it actually just starts with love and wanting to help people. And if you want to help people, you'll find a way to get the job done, legal or illegal, and then you make yourself compliant. I'm telling the secrets, but if you know me, I'm gonna shoot straight. I'll tell on myself before anybody can run and tell them. PPE distribution, information, and referral. And then that we are also under the Red Cross. We are a shelter. Should there be an earthquake or a natural disaster, they will use IT Bookman as a communication hub, because at that point, we really didn't have a kitchen and wasn't cooking. But we want to be multifaceted and be able to operate in any hazard that comes up and serve our community. That's why we got more than $10,000 worth of community disaster supplies stored in our common courtyards with a breakaway lock, so that even if I'm not here and Dr. Pierre's church is not open, the community can help to save itself and help the neighbors. If you can't save yourself, the Calvary ain't coming. We are the Calvary. We want to not only save ourselves, we want to go to our adjacent communities and be able to help them when called upon. That was Mr. Leroy's part. Because now we're gonna get to my part. I have to say, I'm so happy to your faces, to see you here. Thank you for taking the call to come out and hear what we're doing, see what we're doing, visit this space, live this space. I appreciate each and every one of you. In some capacity, we have worked, would work, should work. I've either asked you for a grant, you've asked me to write one. Whatever it is, if you're here, it's not by happenstance, and I appreciate each and every one of you, especially you, AY. Because from Bayview to Lakeview, you always respected me, you always gave me options to grow and learn, and supported all of my ideas, and I appreciate that. But I wanted to bring you here because, of course, yes, I do have an ask, and it's not a check. It's a big one. We just received infrastructure COVID grant for $237,000, and then we received the Bay Ref funds for Bay Area Racial Equity Funds, $450,000. That's totaling really close to $400,000 to put a Band-Aid on a building that's more than 35 years old, have the original pipes. When it rains, which, you know, we're in a drought, so we've been blessed in that regard, because when it rains, which is we need the rains, we need a canoe in here, because we flood. We have to make sure that our stuff doesn't have water, and so we're mopping out water, and it's kind of ridiculous when it rains. When we come here, we really cry, because you can't do one program without making sure that you got stuff to catch the water, so that we don't put our seniors in jeopardy when they're the ones we actually want to help. So yes, I'm very happy to be the recipient to receive these funds, to get some new windows, to get an air conditioning and a heater system that works, because we freeze or we're hot and we have to use our own cooling systems. And when you're 55 going through the change, that heat not cooling happens quite often. But as I was preparing to bring in the contractors, I'm looking like 400,000, wow, that's a lot. We could do so much in this center, but it's really putting a Band-Aid when, you know, when you have that cut and it won't stop bleeding, and you put that Band-Aid on, and then all of a sudden it's bloody like in 1 minute, now you're holding it, but every time you let it go, and now you like putting Band-Aid on after Band-Aid after Band-Aid after Band-Aid, that's a good idea that you might need to go to the hospital. So I don't wanna, I wanna be a good steward of money. I just pour out my life, born in Bayview, Hunters Point, so money didn't just come around all the time. So I want to be a good steward of the blessings that we are getting. And what it dawned on me was that we're getting ready to make some big improvements, and I'm getting ready to go hit up some places and get my board and do a road show, because we need a new building. This is our space. We've done everything but do programming on the roof, and that's only because they won't build me a ladder to get up. Every time the contractors come to look at our air conditioning and to do this and unclog that, I say, can I go up there? Because all I want to see is if it's stable, that I could have me a rooftop or something, just additional space. We close these doors, we shuffle the chairs out, we shuffle the chairs in, and we didn't put refrigerators in and taking them out, and this is the kind of storage that I have to have. So I wanted to ask for help because I'm a strong believer that a closed mouth don't get fed. We need some space. We are doing the will of the people, doing God's will, in my opinion. I'm sorry if you don't believe, but I believe in my higher power. And the space that you are in is where we do more than 1,200 service units. And we've, through my DAS contract, we have overserved from the meals that we serve, because we've touched more than 30,000 people have come here to test or vaccinate. And once they learn what we do, and it's in walking distance, and people are older and they're aging in community, I now have a constituents of people that don't stop because the funding stops. Like, we were in a major problem with them going to discontinue the COVID Wellness Hub, because even though the funds were going to stop, the people were not going to stop coming here because there's no other place to go for my aging seniors to get help. Let me not say there's no other place, because I'm looking right at Patty, who's a kick butt program director, and I've been learning from her for 10 years. So when I make that statement, there are other places, but that there's enough work for the both of us, because I'm sure that we're both serving over our contracts. But everything that we do, we use our courtyard for testing, we use our wellness clinic for vaccination. And this room is one day a pediatric hub, the next day a baby hub, and the next 2 hours it's feeding people. We bring the blowers through and fog and sanitize to make sure that we're keeping COVID down. But this is it. And my only option is at this point is to then tell people, sorry, we're out of space. We went from serving 120 unduplicated to 370, and we are only 6 months into the year. The people are coming. We don't even really need to outreach. But you know, I sit on a lot of committees, so we're always putting the word out, and we work with our stakeholders that we need some more space. And prior to COVID, I had already been working with Dr. Pierre about what is his vision for this property. And I know that we're on the same accord, that what could we do with this entire property to make it that we can serve our community, our seniors, expand with our monolingual Asian, our Latinx community, invite them in so it doesn't look like people of color but you. That's what it feels like when we're not outreaching to people in their native language and getting them in for services. But I do know that they're being served, and they're trekking over to the Mission and maybe other communities. So I'm not saying they're not being served, but the ease of access in your own community and on your blocks makes the world of a difference. And so I'm working with Pilgrim Church about what would this look like. Do we do housing? Can we get another community center? Those are the questions that I'm asking. And more importantly, what I'm asking is those, because I need help. No one person has all the solutions, and with all the brain minds and connections and grants and foundations and funders and city departments that we have assembled here. I don't want to just because I want a new building. I want to serve the people that exist here. The next pandemic is just across the horizon. The next catastrophe, and while we're doing all of that, we're gonna get hit with the earthquake. That's the big one that we've been waiting on for 20 years. And I'm looking at how we could sustain, so I don't have the answers, but I figured with my mouth and my mouthpiece and my dedication and my enthusiasm, and you all know I work all night. I work 7 days a week. I'm still trying to get all my invoices in with DOS, so I don't be on the hot list when it's fiscal year closed, and with the Department of Public Health, because I like things done decently and in order. But I also know that if I just sit here and see that there's a gaping hole that can be filled, I also won't be walking in my purpose and my destiny. And I do believe that I have gone through everything I've done that brought me right here to IT Bookman in order to tell the story. And so that's the ask. I need some help to build up top, stretch it out, do whatever, so that we can also, our children are coming back, the Jose Ortega, the Stonestown Y, they want their space back to come and do the after school program. We have a choir that works with the CMC, and they named Maestro Curtis as their African American music director, and he's our music director. But what couldn't we put a music school we have a cultural competency music school right here in our community with services and children. Yes, we have Delia and Renard and ICY, and they're doing the kids, but it's enough for all of us to share the burden to make sure that the kids are okay, and not to mention the great work that you do at Minnie Lovey Ward Park, Miss Jackie Battle. And so thank you for that. She serves seniors. We try to partner in every way possible, but that is the bottom line, is we have ran out of space. I need capacity, I need staff, I do the human resources, the accounting, the daily supervision of staff, so I literally work 18 hours a day, no kidding, not feel sorry for me, to make sure that I am hitting every I. And that's not, I'm not talking about fair. To me, it's not fair to the agency that everything is by 1/8, because if I should not wake up, then all the good work will just go on. Or should somebody want to pay me one of those $1 million a year salaries and stuff. Be looking at me like that. But that's not a good leader to do all that and never reach out for help or ask. And people I'm looking for equity and inclusion and diversity, because when people want to help, you know what they do? They send me a link of a grant. That's not help. That's another email. I'm asking deeper for people. Today, Shireen called and said, Felicia, call Crank Start. They're looking for projects. I need connections and access and help so that I can continually help and set a nice foundation for this community at this center, because I have the owners and the church and we're on one accord. How often does that happen when you're on one accord, that we want to serve deeper and greater and put our tentacles into the ground and build roots so that it's strong, and build our house on, I ain't even trying to bring the word Dr. Pierre, but build our house on a rock and not on sand. It is very serious, and the time is now, not because the acclimates, but because the partnerships that we have garnered and worked diligently and hard. So yes, I work on a project in Bayview and I understand development, but I also know it starts with connections and building a teamwork around you. And then we got the man above, so I already know, I can taste it, I can see it. I pull up now and see a new building. I needed you to see what our space was, what we're turning out to fulfill the contracts that we have, and to go overserve on a contract in one room. It means that you are getting the work done that's necessary for the community. That was supposed to be my end line, but I had to jump in there because it was on my heart to just tell you the secret and why I assembled you all and asked you to come here. So I want to be a good steward of the $400,000 to make the improvements, but I would really like to be talking to John Harris about how I could leverage this money to show that we have already started we've been, I'm not gonna get in Ms. Brendia's business, but like, I spelled out, if you're following the agenda for a new building on the Pilgrim campus. We are a legacy nonprofit. That was the reason to clean up 10 years so that I wouldn't lose my legacy status as a nonprofit, to be able to show that we've been in business more than 30 years. And through my great partnership with Pilgrim Church, we have a 55-year lease. Go figure, when you're working with the MOHCD, that comes to be that you have some entitlement as an owner, even as a renter. And all of that is no easy feat. It's been grit, grind, hard work to partner and get stuff and document it, so that this community center and this center, way past my seniors now and me, that we could be serving the community for years and decades to come. To increase the agency capacities, including administrative for HR, accounting, info technology, to increase and expand our senior services. We're contracted for 120 and we're at 370. To expand youth services, to expand like the Stonestown Family After School Academy, to include diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's our Black African American communities, which are priority 1. Monolingual Asian, I have 2 Asian speakers. We've upped our numbers by 40%. And to also look at our Hispanic X, because it's not easy getting down these hills. So our seniors come here, when Brittany said, they go shopping and then they come here and they sit in our hallway like, can I get a ride up the hill? That's what that van does. It takes people, our seniors, with their 4 and 5 bags, or they've been somewhere and got a turkey, and how do they carry a 20-pound turkey up a hill with a cane and a walker? The bus doesn't go over this side of the hill. The bus goes up over Plymouth, Capitol. Plymouth, help me out. Okay? There's no bus that goes over here, so when they come down, even if they're gonna walk to H Mart, no bus goes there. So it's great to see something out your window that could quite possibly be, if you had access to transportation. My average senior is 87 years old with canes and walkers. How do they grocery shop and get back up the hill? They come, those who come out, they come with their shopping carts, they come here and we trek them 2 blocks, 3 blocks all day long. I'm not even funded for conveyance, but I have to find a way to still provide social services because it's so needed. And so people looks like it's easy, and then they're gonna tell somebody that, oh my God, just go to the senior center, they'll carry your turkey up for you. Put it in our cars, and even if the van is out, whatever we have to do to get our seniors back up. And I don't know that you know those pieces. That is why I wanted to share it. And then cultural music program. And Michael Red, are you still in the house? So Michael Red works for, I don't believe, adult probation, but he comes out here to meet his reentry clients formerly incarcerated, and there's no space, so he comes here where he knows he can then meet with his clients. And then he goes, hey Felicia, can you hire this person through, maybe that could be logistics. And so I've seen 3 individuals, not a whole lot when I say 3, that's just me here in the last 6 months. We've helped 3 individuals sustain work and stay out of jail, not get out of jail, but stay out of jail by providing them opportunity to work, whether that was outreach or whether it was setting up and breaking down the COVID hub. Whatever we can do to give people a chance, because if they don't get a chance and they can never prove themselves, and people will just be looking at the ankle monitor or meeting with the probation officer. So I actually meet with their probation officers, and they come here. Now their probation officers come here and volunteer, because I don't let you leave without finding out what other ways can we partner. And that's a lot of work in everyone touching, either we serving you or we need to figure out how you can help serve us constantly. and it doesn't stop, but I wanted you to see the big picture. And that's my ask before we get to us as a board. And before I say that, I have to say I'm so grateful that not only do I have a board, which I had a board in name only, so you know. I have a board, they call, they check, they want to see the receipts, they sign, they have ideas. But more importantly, it's diverse now. I have an Asian, Zach, a white guy, I have a black female, a male, you know, diversifying so that the board and the staff looks like the community that it serves. One step at a time, but that's how when we say we're speaking on behalf of the people, it's because I'm listening to the Latinx and I'm talking to the monolingual, and I am black and I already know what that looks like and have my ear and my finger on the pulse for the black community and finding unique, creative ways to get here. I've been in communities that where my black constituents like, what you doing here? Get out of line. You're always here. Here they say, you welcome us. This is our home. How I know? Because they come and give me checks. We went on a trip and one of my Asian community won the drawing and then donated it right back to the center because they feel home. Not because the letter that I wrote standing with the AAPI community, you could write letters all day long. It's because how we welcome them, serve them, and include them as part of the fabric of what we do. Anyway, thank you. And I wanted to bring you Miss Brendia so she could talk about, Miss Brendia, is that they're part of our fundraising committee. IT Bookman got a board and got a fundraising committee.
Miss Alicia is phenomenal. We are so happy that God dropped an angel into our communities who loves and cares for everyone. We are just so grateful for her. My name is Brendia. I'm going to be real quick. I've been married 36 years. I've been a member of Pilgrim Community Church right next door for 25 years. I'm a retired social worker. I've worked at Mountain State Hospital. I've worked at Alameda County Children's Assessment Center. I've just done a lot of things. I worked for PG&E for 19 years. A lot of things in life. And I'm just coming back here to share and give some back to this community. We're just so excited, the Southwest Community Corporation Board, for what we have in store. We have launched our capital campaign. We have been granted over $400,000. However, there is so much work to be done. Ms. Felicia talked about the HVA system and the HEPA system and the windows, the floods, but there's much more than that. So we are happy that she is a visionary and is looking forward to other things that we could possibly do with that money rather than fixing the Band-Aid. But I just wanted to say that our starting goal is to raise $1 million. I know that sounds small, but we have to start somewhere on top of the funding that we've already received. So to increase our capital campaign, we have incorporated Giving Tuesdays, which will begin on November 29th during the holiday season. And we encourage people at that time to give and to share, go outside their comfort zone, and to help others in need. Everyday people like you and I can engage with peer-to-peer giving by making financial contributions. We're also asking major companies, hedge fund representatives, philanthropists, to participate in our corporate giving as well. We also have a stationary coin job. It's empty right now. It's sitting out there ready to be utilized, but we're asking people to donate your loose change. If President Obama can raise millions of dollars, we can certainly give it a try. We also take money that you can't hear. Just put it in that little coin drop, and eventually it will all add up. There's no limit to how much change you can put in there or how many times you want to drop, but try to put something there. In the spirit and purpose of giving, our capital campaign continues. So we're trying to incorporate some fundraising activities. I'm trying to get through this very quickly because I know you've been sitting a little while, but I want you to know that we are on a mission. We're going to have some fundraising events, 3 of them that are coming up, where we want the community to get involved and share with our aging adults and adults with disabilities. The Zydeco Day Party, we're featuring Zydeco music typically played in an up-tempo, syncopated manner with a strong rhythmic chorus, and incorporates elements of blues, rock and roll, soul music, R&B, Afro-Caribbean, Cajun, and early Creole music. The day party will be held on February 18th from 2 to 7 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at Eventbrite, and mostly all of our events will go through Eventbrite. The tickets will include appetizers, full course meal, beverage, king cake as dessert, and it'll be $35 to $50 per person. The festivities will also include raffle and special prizes, mask making, celebratory dancing, and on and on and on. The community resources that are involved in this project is Hub and Best Black, OMICC, and others. In connection with the community Mardi Gras parade, it's free to those attendees. We will be leaving from Head Street, Mini Park to Brotherhood Masonic Hall at 855 Brotherhood Way at 10 a.m. We also have an event called Bring the Line Day Party. It's calling line dancers from all over the Bay Area to be a part of this exhibition, displaying their dance skills. It will be hosted by a comedian and 5 panel judges who will determine the first and second place winners based upon each team's creativity, choreography, uniform, sync, and energy. The general admission is $50 and can be also purchased at Eventbrite. You will also have a full course meal, beverage, and dessert. The team entry fees will range from $500 to $1,500 based upon the number of participants. We also will have a vendor fair, so if you know anybody that wants to participate and share their handcrafts or collectibles, please let them know. We'll have an art and wine beer festival and gaming tournament. This is a family day themed festival which will take place on August 19th and will be held at Lake Merced. Admission is $20 for 18 and over, $15 for 12 to 18, $10 for 6 to 11, and $5 and under will be free. Featured on the main stage will be live entertainment, bands, and a comedian. Vendors will include healthy wellness information, handcrafted arts, accessories as well. Services such as massages, henna art, portraits, etc. will be at this festivity. It will also include food that is soul food, seafood, Asian, Chinese, Thai, Filipino, Hispanic, vegetarian, vegan, and desserts. We will have a volunteer headquarters that will be responsible to check out and check in, assignments, troubleshooting, breaks, etc. We'll have a special area which is designated for VIP tables. There will be platinum, will be $25K for 20 tickets, a t-shirt listed in the guide, and event sponsor. Gold sponsor is $15K, 20 tickets. Silver, $10K, 10 tickets, and bronze, $5K with 10 tickets. Wine and beer tasting. This is a family affair, and there will all be activities for kids. They'll have a kids zone with live entertainment, including music, clowns, balloon storytelling, and all the things that children love. Food will include turkey hot dogs. Children under 5 will receive one free. Mac and cheese ball, cotton candy, snow cones, popcorn, etc., etc. Gaming pavilion, I'm almost finished. We'll start, the gaming championship will start January of 2023 and end in June of 2023. It will be held at IT Bookman, and first and second and third place finishers will be awarded during the trophy ceremony. The schedule will be released in October, and the entry fee will be determined at that time. Each two-person team must include one person who is 60 years of age and older. The games are spades, dominoes, big whist, and mahjong. Come out, have some fun, and support the Southwest Community Corporation Board. Your participation will help us to reach and exceed our capital campaign. Thanks.
Thank you. Are there any questions? If so, I'll be here, so we won't hold everyone else up. And I so truly, truly thank you for your time today, your interest, your help, your support, any guidance that you can give directly. No small information is too small. I'm really up for the challenge and up for the work, and I can already see and smell big things for our community. Thank you so much. Dad, you want to close this out? Instead of us do questions, we're gonna stick around if you have a question. Did have a presentation by my finance person, but they weren't here. So we'll do some notes and then attach a copy of the P&L and our cash flow, which that's what he was bringing. I don't know what happened there, but we'll follow up and be of good nature to make sure that you know where we are. We're sitting pretty good from a finance point of view. So thank you for your time. Dad, I'm gonna close this out.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out and listening to all the information. And if you like, we do have the website up. So if you want, go to Southwest Community Center SF. We do have a website now up and running. Also, we have LinkedIn, Facebook, all social media platforms are available to see all the information that we have, and also YouTube. We also have a YouTube. I'd like to thank Asha Safai for coming, stopping by. Thank you. Here as well. And it's Monday, first Monday. If you can stay, we'd love to invite you all to come to Monday Night Jam. Thank you.
We do have food for you, so that those who came straight from work, and I believe you'll be able to take it to go. They're burritos. And then Monday Night Jams in our band, everybody's ready. So feel free to stay. If not, again, thank you so much. And that is said that the new website with Southwest is SWCCSF. It was live today. It's our first version, but we're getting started. We're trying to get our stuff together.
All right, community, as you can see, the update of the IT Bookman Seniors program here at the Community Center. Great presentation. Definitely there's some needs that they need to continue to support our elders in the community. Supervisor Asha Safi is here, EJ, a number of community folks that came out to the Human Rights Commission, City County, San Francisco, DPH. Again, it takes a community to build a community. We want our elders to feel empowered. We want them to feel support in our community. This program, community centers like IT Bookman that continue to provide services for them. A lot of needs, a lot of things that they're trying to do to uplift and build this community center. So again, great work from Felicia, the board of directors, for getting community together, talking about the needs, and talking about the services that they're providing in the community, some of the changes that they are making to impact our elders in the community, and some of the other programs that they're doing outside of the community, from COVID testing, with the amount of other services that they provide to help our elders in the community. So again, thank you all for tuning in. We'll catch some of the jam session tonight as we'll get going, as folks are starting to convene, grab food, and connect with each other. So thank you again, and we'll give you some shots of what's going on as people are moving out of the community center.
Jody, can you help me? Please? Pick up all the chairs. Okay, thank you. If they didn't take it, then make sure you take you one, okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to be like, let the elders go, you know.
I'm gonna need a favor from you. So we finally figured out my friends that want us to mention. You guys will open one of your block parties to let me talk to you. Yeah, it's like they just saying, like, you guys are always been generous. They have the least amount of money. Cool. All right. Yeah, come on, man. August 20th. And I think yeah, that's what I know. Great. I'd be really careful about serving. Yeah, but you know, it's just smart. But just what it is. I like your idea. That we have to do this. You're fun to
Yeah, we're just going to sit here and eat.
It's getting started.
No. Nobody tried to call you out. Nobody did that. If it hits you though, if it hits you, I'm being lazy and rolling my chair around with my bag. Now is my time. I've been watching you. My first one I did 2 years at the law firm, freshman in high school. I wanted to be an attorney. And then I did 22 at Motors. This is the first time, but I'm actually using all that I've learned from my education. Manufacturing, production, that's why I really school. I know about all of that, cost of goods, one piece. It all comes together, right? Thank you for I know the last minute is audio package. And you got good footage.
You say it's your first time coming to this one. Which one?
But I just sort of like I'm walking. Right here. Yep. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. You already know. held up for a long time.
Hey, there she is. All right, y'all, that brothers are coming out, coming home. Coming out. Well, maybe that song is called Coming Home. Yes, yes. We have Craig over here on keyboards. We have Michael on drums. Yeah. Excuse me. We have Ezekiel on saxophone. And we have Michael again on bass. Now, this don't mean nothing. One Michael is Michael and the other Michael is Michael. I know when I was a kid, I thought I was going to be named Patricia. So, but anyway. You know, I was the only name around called Patricia. I didn't think it was all these other Patricias around. You know? They lied to me. They put all these different kind of names and told me something. Anyhow, we are so happy to be here. Haven't been here in a while, and things have been going, you know, other ways and such. So we so appreciate you guys calling up on us to come out and play. And the next song we're gonna do is Cleo's Back. Cleo's Back. So we're gonna do Cleo's Back in A minor. All right, that's Ezekiel over there on saxophone and Craig over there playing on the keyboard. Okay, I guess we can go ahead and do another song, feeling good. Feeling real good. Feeling good to be out here playing with y'all. I get off this chair in a minute. My. So I rode on the bike and tried to get myself together. And you know, the thing is the brakes. Yeah. That's the thing. Because the brakes, they can go fast, and you can jump over it, fly over it, or if you know how to use it softly, it'll take you nicely. So you don't have to worry. But it took me on the hard part. It took me about like on the palm of the hand and the fingers. And all I could see was the sky up above. And I looked down at my pants. I checked my pants out to make sure they was okay. My pants was okay. Okay, fine enough. It happened after church. Okay, it happened after church. I had to spill at church. Of all places. And I had my bag on me. I had this bag, and I was ready to, ready to go home, and the whole bit on my way on the outside. And I could not believe that bag took me. It took me for a ride. Because, it was so devastating about having a fall. It's getting up. It's thinking about getting up. Or how you gonna get up? Which way you gonna get up? From the back or the front? So no, there was a man, fortunately, that was there. I was gonna fall and everything. Fortunately, there was a man there. So I had a chance to operate myself, to turn around and get up and stand up. But I tell you one thing, I want to tell you seniors, you guys are awesome because of the fact that you exercise and you work out and you keep your mind together and such. And this is a good thing because when it comes down to certain little things like a little bit of notch of a fall or something like that, y'all got that with no problem. Yeah, we see. But so anyhow, I give it to you guys on that. See, now they don't want to have nothing to say to me. That's it. Okay.
Give us some music, Pat.
Okay, we're gonna do this other one called Tracy Chapman in G.
I'm looking for the tip jar. That silver tip jar that you give it to them. Oh, I know. I
We're gonna take y'all back a little bit here, and we're gonna take a quick little break. All right? Thank you. We're just going to take a quick little break here, and then we'll be right back. And we'll have a lady here has something, she got something to say.
I know that.
Brittany, my skills. We go for that. Okay.
How's your son?
Yes, I have. Excellent.
Coming out here this week.
I like it.
Thank you. All right, on Thursday, y'all listening to me? You need your mic attention, please. Bring your mic to the phone. Bring me a Lysol wipe. So on Thursday, rebuilding together here. Can I get your attention for 5 minutes? Only 5 minutes.
Talking to me, tell how to improve and be,
Hello, I need your attention.
I was sitting there laughing because I said, I was trying to mistake with you.
Thank you.
We're gonna be sitting there.
While Brittany is collecting the tips, I'm gonna give these announcements so you know what's going on here this week. Tomorrow is movie day. I probably will show either the Top Gun movie or the Thor movie. I'm not sure which yet. But it's movie day is at 1 o'clock here tomorrow. Okay? And then on Thursday, we have Rebuilding Together here. Hello? I'm trying to make announcements. Thank you.
Well, we have been partying with IT Bookman today, our elders of the community. We came to see the state of IT Bookman.
Talking about free
We're going to go
food
ahead and
here.
start
If
wrapping
you
up
or
today's
someone you
segment.
know
Thank you all for
needs
tuning
home
in. Continue to
repairs, it's a
support
good time to come,
IT Bookman and the work that
to
they're
the
doing for our
center to
elders
get
of the
information
community.
and fill out your application.
We'll be
That's
here
on
live in
Thursday
the community
between
doing what we do, both
hours
sides of the
11
conversation.
and 2 p.m.
Thank you all for tuning in, and
There's
I hope you
fall
guys enjoyed
prevention,
today what's going on with our
safety,
seniors. And this is some of the
landscaping,
programming that they do as well. So thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you all soon.
Please come.